So this is my friend Terry's farm. This is the urban vegetable section.
Somewhat.
Beautiful. What do you got growing here?
Oh.
Amongst other things.
Calendula, ground cherries, hyssop, strawberries, onions, salvia, radishes, peaches, cherry tree, blackberries, juju, stinging nettle, blackberries and raspberries, golden and whatever, golden and the regulars. A lot of pollinator things.
I grew squash. Elderberry. Looks like this when it's not quite ripe. And you can make excellent syrup from it for the cold and flu season. I have had some and it works. Loaded with vitamin C, right? Yeah, and everything else. Cherries. They're ripe when they're on the ground. Okay, so show how you...
So here's how they grow.
Okay, that's nice.
But I have them in the tank because the mice...
That way the mice can't get to them. I think that's brilliant.
But the birds have discovered them.
And so you peel them to eat them?
Oh, that one was a bird.
Yum.
And then you eat it like that. And the more yellow they are, the sweeter they are.
Cool. So the mint is kind of taking over, but it's really good for the bees. What did you say? It's a late season?
It's a late season boomer. The bees love it and the gophers do not. So it's a win-win.
Yeah. In fact, if you can plant mint around your chicken house, that's a good idea too, because it keeps mites and such at bay.
Ground cover for your plant guilds, because they come back year after year. You can walk on them while you're pruning. It's a live root all winter, in that you, as long as you have a live root, you're building soils. It's a ground cover in abundance. It produces off the chart, and they multiply. So you just take the runners and you can spread them everywhere. So I get buckets and buckets of strawberries, and I use them at the base of my plant guilds. So I originally had some hemp plants in there, and I just stuck a few strawberries, and they've multiplied so much that now I give those away, and then I decided to make a bed out of it. So. Seeds from my mom's and from my friend Lorraine's seeds, and some I got at the
And these are peach trees. And this is butterfly bush, right? Which can be invasive, but
it totally is. And I like to take them down, but the night moths and the hummingbirds and the monarchs.
Yeah, and we've got a big problem with monarchs these days. They're just not in plentiful supply. And I find that if I keep my butterfly bush watered well, then it gets more of these blossoms consistently. So it doesn't look so scraggly.
These were just volunteers that came up, and the first year I didn't know what they were, and now I hack them almost to the ground every year because they're causing too much shade over here on the potatoes and the tomatoes, so the tomatoes aren't ripening.
Yeah.
Because they're not getting enough sun from there or enough sun from there.
Yeah. Gooseberries?
Gooseberries. So gooseberry has a thorn.
But they grow in the shade.
And they produce in the shade, and this doesn't have thorns. It's a hybrid that's thornless. That one over there has thorns. It's the best producer, but it's definitely thorny.
Is gooseberry yummy?
Oh, it's delicious.
Never had it.
Look on my Instagram account.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
Begins with the C. Chroma. I don't know.
I used to know what that was called when I went to the nursery. Now I don't know. And the goldenrod is really pretty. The bees love that.
Yeah. Little baby fig. So the milkweed's out there. This chicory put itself here, and I only let it because most of my chicory grows in hard pack clay soil that I can't dig up. But I will harvest the roots from these this fall, and I'll actually try. Otherwise, my chicory's too hard to dig up, and it's a perennial, so I don't want to kill it.
Yeah.